Bit about the work that you guys do with Sea Shepherd.
Sea Shepherd Conservation Society is an organization that was founded by Paul Watson, and our main goal is basically to uphold international laws in as opposed to like sea life. So we do campaigns down in the Galapagos, down in the Antarctic to protect whales, the seals in Canada, and longlining all over the world.
Could you tell protect the whales?
Yeah, well, each year, one of our primary campaigns is heading down to the Antarctic because Japan, under the guise of scientific research, well, they set their own quota, but their quota is over 1,000 whales every year down in the Antarctic territory, which is designated whale sanctuary. So Sea Shepherd goes down there to intervene and harass and basically protect and save as many whales as possible.
Been with Sea Shepherd.
I've been with Sea Shepherd for just over 3 years now. So I've been on the ship for the last 3 Antarctic campaigns, and then as well to the Galapagos, and then I looked after the ship in Bermuda for a while as well.
Now, you guys face.
There is definitely a risk, but there's a risk anytime anyone goes to sea. And people can say, well, there's a risk crossing the street, but this is putting yourself a little bit more in the crossfire. But I've gone down to the Antarctic, left on the ship 5 times now, and every time you come back, and you're happy to come back alive, and there's a really good chance you will. But you just feel so much pride in what you've done. Like, you've actually had an opportunity to fight for what you believe in. And we try to mitigate all of the risks, and it is what it is. There's some risk, but I don't know. I can't say that it's ever persuaded or been an influence to make me not go or stay on shore. I guess before I joined Sea Shepherd, I researched and I knew what I was getting involved in, and I actually packed up all of my belongings, labeled everything in case I didn't come back from this campaign. But I think that was maybe a little bit much. There's a good chance, really good chance, you're going to come back all in one piece, and it's an opportunity. For me, it was really a life-changing opportunity. And now when I get on board, it doesn't even cross my mind that to be scared. It's getting a little bit more hectic down in the Antarctic now, and Japan's getting a lot more aggressive, and they are actually trying to injure us. So the stakes have definitely gone up, but we've got it. We can't back down, so we've got to keep going. Yeah, well, obviously our campaigns are very expensive. The fuel cost is insane to go down to the Antarctic numerous times a year. So yeah, if anyone can donate money, they can go on to Sea Shepherd's website. We also have something called the Direct Action Crew, whereby people can donate monthly, and that's really beneficial for us because even if it's a small amount, at least we know that we can count on that and budget from there. So it's the best way probably for people to help us.
Way for them to do that.
Well, you can always go to Sea Shepherd website, seashepherd.org, and there's basically on the sidebar you can look for a volunteer, and so people can fill in onshore volunteer applications, or people can come volunteer in the office, and just contact Sea Shepherd, and maybe there's an event going on in their area and they can offer to do tabling or just get involved in anyway.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. I think especially being at a conference like this, and you're surrounded by all kinds of people that put their lives on the line in different ways. I mean, it's an emotional struggle, it's a physical struggle, and so many passionate people. Sea Shepherd it's amazing, and Paul Watson is absolutely brilliant, and I feel really fortunate to have kind of fought alongside him. But there's so many people that are making a huge difference, and Paul would say the same. He's a pretty humble guy, and he really empowers each individual to do what they can to save the animals, save the environment.
Right. Thank you so much.
All of the Sea Shepherd vessels are actually strictly vegan. We've got a vegan chef that's been around for 4 years. She's probably going into her 5th year now, and it just makes sense. We definitely aren't going to be out there saving the oceans and eating fish, and all of the other animals contribute to like environmental destruction. I mean, even besides the insane cruelty that they experience. So for us, it's a no-brainer. Just go vegan, and you have that. Then you're not being hypocritical. There definitely have been people who've come on board the Sea Shepherd, and they're all about ocean conservation, but they're eating meat, and so we actually use, we welcome those people because it's an opportunity for us to, a lot of people just don't know, so it's an opportunity for us to educate them. And although Sea Shepherd isn't an animal rights organization, pretty much everyone who comes on board has to watch Earthlings. Like, we sit them down and it's a must. So it's a good place to for people to learn from each other and share experiences. And I would say most of the people leave the ship vegan who didn't come on the ship as
No.
vegan. So we, it's funny because there's a lot of returning crew members that are vegans, and we're animal rights activists because Sea Shepherd is not an animal rights organization, but it attracts people that are really passionate about the cause, like, like myself and a lot of the long-term crew members. And so one of the inductions, I suppose, is onto being Sea Shepherd crew is we always sit and watch Earthlings. It gets played numerous times during the campaign, and personally, I don't want to see it again. I've seen it so many times, but you feel like, it has such an amazing message, and it's so important for people to watch. So, we sit them down, and we sit down with them, and we watch Earthlings time after time, and it changes people's lives.